Kumari Pranati Shindhe.
Honorable Minister, I would like to ask you a specific question related to a sports concession for sports persons, because these sports women and men throughout the country have to travel a number of times to various districts, various states within the country, not just once. And the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs has written to the Ministry of Railways on several occasions before and asked them for concessions specifically for sports persons. This is not covered under disabled, or it's not covered under your subsidies that you give everybody, but specifically also for various states the budget for Khelo India has been reduced. With such a background, are you going to specifically give concessions to young people who are participating in sports, who are making our country proud, and give specific sports persons concessions to travel by railways, because they have to do it multiple number of times throughout the year?
Honorable Speaker, sir, as I have mentioned earlier, when the cost of providing this service is 100 rupees, the price that we are charging is about 54 rupees, which amounts to 46% subsidy to everybody who is traveling by railways on an average. And the amount of this subsidy is today 56,993 crore. And the sports persons are included in that.
Sri Durai Beko Waiko.
Honorable Speaker, sir, this is a question pertaining to concessions, but to senior citizens and accredited journalists. Sir, it's very unfortunate that the train fare concessions which were extended to senior citizens and accredited journalists, which was discontinued during the COVID-19 pandemic, has still not been resumed. So even after 2 years, I had raised this issue on 31st July before you, sir. I would like to know from the Honorable Railway Minister about the Centre's decision to restore the same, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, as I have mentioned, I am repeating it again. The total subsidy provided by the Government of India for all passengers travelling in Indian Railways is 56,993 crore rupees. When the cost of providing the service is 100 rupees, the ticket is charged at rupees 54, which amounts to 46% subsidy for every passenger travelling, which includes all the categories which are mentioned by the Honorable MP.
Question number 124, Sri Suresh Kumar Shetkar. No?
56 rupees, 44, 54, 46. I know the number from by.
Honorable member, question number 124. Okay, Mani Mantri ji.
Sir, statement is laid on the table of the House, sir.
Honorable member.
Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you very much for giving me opportunity to speak in the House today. The PM Surya Ghar Mufti Bijli Yojana is a significant step toward achieving India's renewable energy goal. But it seems there are some shortcoming issues like lack of proper awareness among the people who want to avail, and also need to more simplified installation process to help the beneficiaries, because there is a gap between registrations and applications. My supplementary question to the Honorable Minister for New and Renewable Energy through the Chair is what steps the government is going to take to address the issues.
Sir, there is a portal as far as PM Surya Ghar is concerned. The target is 1 crore household, and more than approximately I am telling, more than 1.5 crores have already been registered, and more than approximately 6.5 lakhs, 6.28 lakhs to be precisely, have already been connected. And there is a portal. And we have repeatedly requesting all the state government to encourage the PM Surya Ghar, which is in real term, it is Muft Bijli for the poor people and middle class people. And I request honorable members, I don't want to politicize the issue. Telangana, as far as overall renewable is concerned, it is lagging behind. The overall Telangana, as of today it's only 3.7% of the registrar's application they have been connected. There is a major role of the state government and the DISCOMs. DISCOMs have to provide net metering. DISCOM, many in the states, still there is a physical verification system has been there. And through portal, anybody can apply, and vendor list is available on the portal. And this is very, very user-friendly. And anybody, if there are any issues through that portal, if it is brought to the notice of the ministry, we will immediately address it. And it is very, very encouraging. Many states, they are doing extremely well. And as far as overall renewable is also concerned, either in PM Kusum or in the total installed capacity, the Telangana is still lot they have to do. For example, the wind power potential of Telangana is estimated 54.71 gigawatt. However, only 128 megawatt has been done so far. And under PM Kusum, 4,000 megawatt was demanded by the state. Even in that, the total progress is 0 as on date. And similarly, state has performed very poorly under PM Suryaghar, 1.17 lakh registration. Only with 4,422 residential installations have been carried out. I only request, I am only giving you this figure to kindly talk. I appeal to the entire House. This is really a most sustainable model. When it comes to the 300 units, minimum 300 units will be generated by 3 kilowatt of the solar installed capacity, that is rooftop, under PM Suryaghar. It will minimum generate 300 units of the electricity every month. So in reality, it is a very good scheme. It is sustainable scheme. Instead of giving free without any budgetary provision and making DISCOMs in a way unviable, this is the best scheme. I appeal all the members, take it to your credit. आप जाके आप लोगों से मिलिए, PM सूर्यघर उनके घर के ऊपर लगाइए और अपने क्रेडिट में आएगा, वो पक्ष हो विपक्ष हो, यही मैं प्रार्थना करना चाहता हूँ.
Honorable member.
सिंप्लीफाइड द प्रोसेस. तो पोर्टल में जाएंगे, जो रूरल एरिया में जो रहते हैं उनको पोर्टल ये सब चीज़ें काम मालूम होंगे सर. तो आप जो है एनर्जी मिनिस्टर, यू कैन call all the state ministers and how this process will go simplified. Then, sir, another disparity. The scheme has allocated 9,600 crores in 24-25. But it appears that disbursement of refunds and benefit is highly uneven across the state. For instance, while Gujarat has received significant CFA funds amount rupees 1,348.69 crores. Other states like our Telangana, 19.69, and Nagaland and Jharkhand, 0.6 and 0.2 crores, respectively. How does the government plan to address these disparities in fund allocation, ensure equitable distribution, sir?
Okay.
मैं यही कहना चाहता हूं, जिस राज्य परफॉर्म करेगा उस स्टेट को तुरंत पैसा बेनिफिशियरी से अकाउंट में जाएगा थ्रू डीबीटी. इसमें कोई किसको न जाता है किसको नहीं जाता है, इस बेनिफिशियरी को इस स्टेट में फलाना स्टेट में हम डीबीटी होता है, फलाना स्टेट में नहीं होता है, सवाल ही नहीं है जी. इट इज ए डिमांड ड्रिवन प्रोजेक्ट. 75,000 crores हैज बीन अलोकेटेड. एंड इफ अगर आपके कोई भी आपके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के घर के ऊपर सोलर मॉडल जो रूफटॉप सोलर लगाए तो अंडर पीएम सूर्यघर विद इन मैक्सिमम 15 to 21 days the amount will be credited to their account, the beneficiary account. And there are vendors, and vendor list is also published in the portal. Anybody can approach, and even those vendors are also helping the beneficiary to take the benefit of this project, sir. There is absolutely, Gujarat is doing more. and even some of the states, other states are also doing more. And if they are doing more, then we will transfer it to them. There is no question of any either to this state or that state.
Okay.
If Telangana perform, we will immediately transfer to the Telangana beneficiaries also.
Shri Ithila Rajender.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं मंत्री जी को दो प्रश्न पूछना चाहता हूं। आज इस देश के अंदर आज तक जो प्रोडक्शन है 453 गीगावाट, आउट ऑफ विच 10 साल के अंदर हमारा गवर्नमेंट जो विजनरी नरेंद्र मोदी जी जो पॉजिटिव स्टेप लिया था 200 गीगावाट में आज आया था। जो प्रधानमंत्री बिजली का जो प्रोग्राम गरीब के लिए रखा था, मैं नंबर 1 जो अर्बन एरिया में बस्ती सहता है, छोटा छोटा ज़मीन में 3 फ्लोर 4 फ्लोर जो बना के जो रेंटेड पे रहता है, मगर हमने जो आदेश किया था केवल 78,000 रुपीज़ ईच फैमिली एंड 3 किलोवाट का जो आप दिया था, मगर वो रेंटेड के फैमिली के बारे में क्या सोच है आप बताना है। नंबर 1।
नंबर
2
नहीं, नंबर 3 मत पूछो आप, नंबर 1 ही पूछो।
नंबर 2 जो गांव में झोपड़ी रहता है, जो 10-15 जो झोपड़ी रहता है वो गिरजन आदिवासी का रहता है, उसके बारे में क्या सोच है आप बताना
माननीय
चाहिए।
मंत्री जी,
नंबर 3
नंबर 3 नहीं, नंबर 2
सर, लास्टली सर
हो गया।
सर,
नमस्कार।
जहां झुग्गी झोपड़ी है, जहां लोग भाड़े पे रहते हैं, भारत सरकार का माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का विजनरी लीडरशिप में हमने पीएम आवास योजना में भी पक्का घर दे रहे हैं। अगर इस पक्का घर का जो योजना है पीएम आवास योजना, उसमें सभी स्टेट इसका उपयोग करके अगर पक्का घर बनाता है तो एक तो उस घर के ऊपर हम इवन 1 किलोवाट भी हम 1 किलोवाट पे मिनिमम 100 to 110 यूनिट्स जनरेट होता है। उस जनरेशन से उनका जो 50-60 यूनिट्स है वो 50-60 या 70 यूनिट्स वो उपयोग करके बाकी वो बेच सकते हैं डिस्कॉम को। ये सब ऑलरेडी इट इज इन प्लेस। यूपी में भी हो रहा है, लेकिन आप यूपी का सर, अखिलेश जी यूपी का संसद सदस्य है, अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में से करा दो ना, ये तो नेता है। तो इसलिए मैं
पुरानी बातें याद करूंगा और बताऊंगा तो अखिलेश जी को बड़ी शर्मिंदगी हो जाएगी।
ना आपको इजाजत है ना आपको इजाजत है, केवल आप भी